We're live. It's been a while since we've done this. That's my fault. My bad. But yeah, in this video slash stream slash whatever, I'll try to answer chat if there's anything. But I'm going to try get as far as I can with building some login app using Ionic. I've only recently started playing with Ionic. It's really cool. I'll show you some stuff about it as we get into it. But yeah, it's pretty cool. I'm going to start by just going to the Ionic React getting started docs, because why not just be lazy and get started with Ionic that way, you know? So in order to do this, I'm assuming you have like Node installed and Visual Studio Code, because that's what I use for everything. So we've got to make sure that we've run npm install -g, and then we got @ionic.cli, native run, and Cordova res. So I've got that all typed in, just following the docs down there. I think I've already got this installed, but you know, it can't hurt to have the latest versions all sorted and stuff. And yeah, if you are in the chat, please say how's it. It'd be nice to say hi to your name and whatever's going on. Hey, Debug Media, that's a very interesting name. Your parents are creative. No, I'm joking. Yeah, we get that. So that's just busy doing its thing. Okay, it's done. So to create an app, just run that command over there. So we say Ionic start, and then you name your app. So we're going to call it a login app, just because why not? You could say with tabs or without tabs. I'm not going to say the tabs thing. I'm just going to start like a bare bones React app. So I'm going to leave that part out, and then I'm going to say type equals React because I like it. And then I'll say capacitor, because that's like, if you guys are familiar with Cordova, yeah, Debug Media, I get that's your channel name. Well, I'll check you out later, actually. So yeah, capacitor is like Ionic's little like Cordova clone thing. If you're familiar with Cordova, it basically like takes a web app and like wraps it into like a mobile app for like iOS or Android. It's pretty cool. I haven't actually like finished building an Ionic app yet, but just from what I played with, it's super fun. So let's hit start there. It's asking me if I want to make tabs or a side menu or first app or list or whatever. I'm going to start with a blank starter project, because I did say we'd do this from scratch, sort of. So there we go. It's built that. 0 vulnerabilities and all of this. Takes its time, but it's cool. We have this time to talk and chat, I guess, sort of. I mean, it is a bit delayed, so that's a thing, but thanks for saying hi. Oh, sweet. Yeah, so we've got this. I guess I can theoretically like go open this in VS Code so long. Oops, I'm gonna hide that because you guys shouldn't see what I'm already working on. Might have some dodgy API keys in there and stuff. So I'm opening this in VS Code. What did I call it? I called it login app, right? I'm still waiting for the login app to be made. I'm not going to create my free Ionic account yet. I'll do that some other day. And then go to my new project. Cool. Now my new project should be... Oh, I didn't do this in dev. Idiot. I usually keep this in dev, but my bad. So I need to go find this somewhere else. I should have done that in my dev thing, but I did not do that. It's okay. I will go get my login app in here, and I will copy and paste it into my dev folder somewhere else that you guys can't see, because I'm unorganized that way. Great. Now I'm opening VS Code, and it's open over here at Ionic. Yeah, thanks for that. Yeah, the delay in this stuff is pretty hectic. I mean, I know there's some settings you can do to change it, but like I don't think my internet connection is strong enough to like justify that, which I think is fine. Cool. So we've got our app here. It comes like app index.ts, like it's even got like a router in it and all that stuff. Yeah, go crazy. Sorry, my VS Code linting settings are messed up. So I'm gonna open my console here, and I think all we need to do, so our node modules were installed already, so we don't have to do npm install, but we should be able to just say npm run start, and this should hopefully theoretically run. Oh, right. Thank you for asking me to zoom in. That's a good point. I forgot that you guys can't see. My screen's massive, and for me it's easy to see, but for you guys it's not so much. So my bad. I appreciate you telling me that early and making me not like freak out. Is that good or is it too big? I think maybe I'll go out a bit. Yeah, that should be fine. I think that's fine for you guys. Thanks, Debug Media. So the next thing that we're gonna do, so we're running our app. It's been like running stuff. Looks like it's compiled successfully. So that's at localhost 3000. So let's go in here. It's opened up already. So there's our blank app. This actually takes us to the Ionic UI components page if we wanted to look at it. I mean, that's just another URL. So I guess, thank you. I'm glad it's perfect. Let me know if is it like perfect as I left it, or yeah, wait, I can see where I left it. Great. Let me know if I must go back to that slightly deeper one. So we've built our app. Now, what we theoretically want to have is some pages, I guess, because we're going to want to have like a login page. Okay, thanks. I'll go to the previous one. There we go. Awesome. Thank you, Debug Media. I must remember the setting. So great. Anyways, I think we're going to have some pages. So in order to get pages, we just go make some pages, I guess, because we have our app. So if we look in here, there's our app.js and there's some routing. So there's a home page and then there's like an empty page. So this redirects to home. So this does nothing. We've got our pages here, our home, CSS stuff. I mean, I'm not too phased about this now. We're just going to get going so we can actually like, you know, do something. So I'm going to start by making a login page, .tsx. And I don't know, let's see what the home page looks like. It's just something, I'm going to copy the home page for now. So let's import React along. And I like to import FC from here. This is if you're using TypeScript, the functional component. I've done a lot of stuff on TypeScript before, so that's great. Now, const home, we're gonna make this login, and we're gonna say FC. Again, like this is react.fc like we have over there. So I mean, if I wanted to over here, I could say .fc. And then I don't need to have this react.fc because I'm just getting FC straight from the React package. Cool, this is just gonna be a page, no props for it. And I mean, for now, I'm just gonna return what this is. And this is gonna be an Ion page. If I do that, it will automatically bring in my imports, which is great. And yeah. Is this going to be up on my channel? Am I going to unlist? Yeah, this will be up on my channel. So if you do come back later, it will be there. I didn't really unlist my live streams just in case people do like to see it all. So this will be up there. I will probably make a more organized, like professional video about this later if it goes well. It might go disastrously. So yeah, let's get Ion header, Ion for Ionic. That header will be there, which is great. And again, I'm just copying the stuff that's here already, so to have like some boilerplate stuff done. Ion tuber and Ion title, and this one we'll call login. We'll call this home over here for the home page. Save that, save that. Again, I like to use stuff for prettier. No, I'll just leave it as it is now. It doesn't really matter. So I'm going to export default login. And then, so in here we have Ion content, which I'm gonna just make like right now, and there's nothing really going in here quite yet. I'm just gonna say stuff for now. So if we go back to our app.ts over here, I'm gonna leave the home, I'll close that. If we look at this, I wanna make a route to my login. So first I'm gonna import my login page. Let's make a space here. I like some spacing there. So we're going to say import login from /pages/login, which we made up there in pages. Great. Spelled pages wrong. and scroll down to this. Over here, I'm going to say root path equal to slash login. We'll say component equals login. And I guess we'll just say exact equals true because we don't want any other like kind of params in there. I guess you don't have to say exact equals true. You can just say exact and it will work. So that's a JSX little shorthand thing. So the exact equals true is the same as just saying exact. If you want to say false, you just say false like that. But yeah, that's cool. It's all done. Yeah. The advantage of Ionic React over progressive web app created in React. So again, I'm fairly new to using Ionic. I just started using it like last week for fun, like on a side project, and I really enjoyed it. The cool thing is, I could actually show you right now why it's really nice. So here we have our app. Just let's check if the login worked, if that link worked. Yeah, we're at the login page. But let's go back to home. So this is kind of what it would look like on an Android app, cool, or on a desktop. If we went and said, hey, like, show me what it looks like on a Galaxy S5. Sorry, I know the screen's a bit small now, but this is, if I reload it now, this is what it will look like on an Android phone. Okay, it's pretty much the same. But on an iPhone, the styling's a bit different. So if I refresh now, the iPhone looks like this, which is quite messy at the moment. I know, terrible, but like, yeah, I wish I had my dark mode enabled. Can I set dark mode here? Where did I set dark mode on Chrome? But like it basically automatically builds out the native elements for you. So it will like natively say like, okay, hey, Kevin's here. But like it would natively like generate like the Android versus like the desktop versus iOS. I mean, the desktop usually just kind of copies the Android layout. But if they had dark mode enabled, it would automatically have like the dark styling there, which is like epic. I wish I had it like on my Mac. I guess I kind of do. There's like just showing random Mac here. Like I have dark mode enabled on my Mac. My app is like just automatically dark. Like I just saw it today for the first time. I was like, whoa, that's epic. So yeah, it gives you the actual native experience, and all the Ionic components are like really cool and native. Like date picker, oh, it's amazing. Wait, I actually have a date picker in this app here, which I can't really show you, but because it's so far away. Like even the loading indicator and stuff is like, it just gives you that native experience, which is really cool. And also to like, so yeah, first of all, you could make your desktop version of the Ionic app pretty progressive, like a progressive web app. But then you could also like Ionic compile to like an actual Android app and an actual iOS app, which is like really cool. But yeah, there's like date picker like vibes there. You can barely see it. It doesn't matter. So sorry, people, but it's really cool. I'm like super happy with it. So I'm gonna go back to this. We checked now. Like this works. It's like we might as well keep it in like, you know, Galaxy mode here. So I should make I'm gonna make a button that just like goes to the login page on the home screen, because why not, you know? I think we can just get an iron button from here. I like things to be alphabetical, but I don't have my like pretty extension that does that anymore. So yeah, in the content, I'm just gonna straight up make an ion button. And this should say login. And I think there's a nice way to make links in Ionic. Let's Google it, because I'd rather just follow like link Ionic React, because that might just be nicer. Is React navigation. So you got the root, blah, 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 blah. I must make this much easier to read. Sorry, thanks guys. So there we go, we can see that. So you got that, nested roots. How did they do linking and routing in here? There's weird outlets, and so ion item with a router link, you can do something like that, which is something. okay, other components that have router link prop are ion buttons. So we can just say like router link equals /login for that. So if we went back to our app, let's say router link equals /login. And then let's go make one on the login page as well, to just basically say slash there and make this go back to home, and we'll call it home, and we need to import ion button from here. Nice thing about this is it comes with the built-in like linter and prettier stuff as well, which is great. So I save and it sorts itself out. I think that might just be my VS Code experience actually, I'm not sure. But yeah, if we go back to our app now, there's a login button, click on it, it goes to login, click on it, it goes to home. So it also gives you that native, like as you can see the bounce there, it gives you that very native, like, you know, page change like feeling, which is another great feature of Ionic. So yeah, we're gonna, I guess we need to start thinking about making the text inputs. Again, I'm not gonna make it too pretty right now. We'll make it pretty just now, I'd rather try and get the functionality out there. So on our login page, we are going to have a, well, I guess, you know, we'll just do it all on this page. We're not going to make weird little React components, like this just works. So I'm going to have a state. So we're going to use state because this is 2020. We use React hooks. So again, if you guys have any questions, feel free to ask, but I've been enjoying chatting to you. So they're going to have a username, and we're going to say set username. It's going to equal use state. And it's going to start off as an empty string. And then we're also going to have a password, and set password. It's going to say use state and empty string. So what this does, just in case people aren't familiar with React use state, I'm making a state variable called username, and then I'm making a setter for it. So if I call set username, it will change the state value. And then this inside here is just the default value. I'm going to default it to an like empty string. So let me see if I can just get it from here. Ion text. Yeah, I guess text will probably be what we need. Oh, I'm doing this. Okay, yeah, that's right. Does Ionic have to be used with TypeScript? It just kind of comes with TypeScript, I think, as it is. I'm sure you could change it back to JavaScript, but I mean, TypeScript's amazing, so you might as well stick with it. But yeah, it basically it came pre, like when I ran that command above there. Where did I run the command? I ran it over here. I ran yeah, so many things. I ran Ionic start login app -- type React. So by default, yeah, it came with TypeScript, which is in my books great. So I'm pretty happy about that. Okay, so we have this button here. Underneath the button, we're gonna say ion text. I guess it's not going to have any children to that element, but we'll have value. Ooh, there's so many values. Let me, I guess the default value. Text might work. What was the command? The command was Ionic start login app is what I named it, and -- type equals React -- capacitor. I kind of explained this at the start of the video, but it's in the Ionic getting started with React docs. It's very straightforward. Is there an on change here? Yeah, there's an on change. So I guess for now, comes as an event. So theoretically, we'll just have e, and then we'll say set username to e.target.value. Okay, value does not exist on this. Let me just console log what the actual event like gives me, because I'm not entirely sure. Again, first time I'm actually using a text thing in Ionic, because the app that I built before was just displaying stuff. So yeah, let us give that a shot. Let's move back to here. We're on our login app. Did I save this? Yes. Ion text. Maybe there is like a text input. Maybe it's ion input. That might be why I'm wrong. Ion input. There we go. This could be my problem. Genius. Now if I say e.target.value, it won't freak out. Well, it still freaks out. Let's see though. Now we have an input thing, so we can see the on change. It's because natively like that input thing doesn't have any styling to border it and stuff. I'm just used to like normal HTML. So if we say test, I should see console. Where's my console logs? Why aren't you logging? We're experiencing some technical difficulties. Maybe it's on ion change. Yeah, on ion change. That's it, guys. That is the problem. I wonder if this has a .target.value. Nope. But let's log the ticket now. I promise I'll come up with a better video that actually has me knowing what I'm doing. So it's test. There we go. Got some events coming through here. So we have this, and we actually have detail.value, not target.value, because target has a lot of things, which has value as well. But I think the .detail.value is what we actually want. So detail.value. So we can say set username. Set username to e.detail. What? Returns any custom data that was created for any type of string. Why do you hate me? Why do you hate me so much, guys? Like this. Is there a value for this? Yep, there's a value for this. So this we're going to say username is the value. Should be a .target.value. I don't know why it's complaining. Let's see if this works. Because now we have, nope, it doesn't work. Tried so hard and got so far. You know what? I'm going to go to Google before I look like an idiot too much. Ion input react on change value. There we go. Doesn't dispatch on change event. Okay, that person's having the problem that I thought I had. But now everyone's going to tell him how wrong he is. Give you some space. Those all done correctly. So this person says e.current target. No. So the on change here. He makes a callback. That's all good. Okay, so he waits for the whole value. And it's based off set field value and name changing. Okay, but he does this whole formic stuff. So you have to actually like await the whole input to change, which is quite crazy. So I'm going to make use of the use callback because I like doing that anyway. So we might as well say use callback. There we go. And I'm going to make this one, and then I'll make it from scratch just so you understand how it goes. So I'm going to say on username change, because why not? I'm going to say they use and the exclamation mark in the docs. I kind of like this use callback though. This is the nice thing about use callback is it means when your component re-renders, it doesn't recreate the function. So we're just going to use better practices here by doing this. So use callback, it means it will run whatever is in the code, and then it will only recreate itself when the dependencies change, which theoretically they don't need to be changed because this gets created once off, but we'll probably have to set the values in there. Anyways, apparently it's an asynchronous function, and then we take the event, and it is a custom event, and then we say input change, if I can spell that, change event detail. This type comes from, where does this type come from? This bro. Why is this? You know what? set text.detail.value. Okay, let's give it a shot. So this onChange event is an input change event detail. Where does custom event come from? Is it input change event detail? Well, for now we'll just make it a custom event. Great. So you're saying that they just do e.detail.value and they just put like a thingy there. Oh, obviously that wouldn't work if I say set username to that. Let's give it a shot. Yeah, if I spot username like I did above, that'd be great. And then if I set this whole onChange in here, we're sorted. On username change, great. I'm gonna cut this out because we're not using it. Okay, let's give that a shot. So I'm typing in here, type. Okay, it seems to work because if I set the value to just username as is like that, then if I tried to type in here, it would cancel itself out, as you can see. Thank you, Kevin. You saved me. You saved me from looking like more of an idiot than I already started looking like, and I appreciate that. I'm still going to do things this way. This is great. So that's the shorthand for that. I guess I don't really need the async part anymore because I'm not running any await statements, and I guess the whole E thing there is just my linter works out like that. So that's a one-liner. This is better because this will set it to undefined if it wasn't if it didn't exist. So yeah, still works. Use password on password change, can't speak English, so set password, and that's the same thing. So in here we'll just say on password change and password, and now we've got our values, which is great. Okay, I was gonna say I want to make this pretty again, so that'd be nice. So let's just look at like what do they have for text inputs. So they probably have some like nicer things for inputs. They say, okay, cool. There's a, so they make an ion item and then an ion input value, and they have a placeholder. Okay. Oh, this is what you were looking at. Yeah. To say that value definitely exists. Yep, thanks. Let's make an ion item and an ion list just to make it look prettier. Let's see if there's any other label stuff here though. There's a clear button so you can clear stuff. Number, disabled, read only, input with labels. Ah, there we go. Let's have an ion item and an ion label. I think that would be nice to have the item and labels. I'm not sure what the floating labels are, but let's make an ion list and then an ion item with an ion label and an ion input, so it looks pretty. So ion list, cool. I will put the button in an ion item as well. Ion item, cool. I forgot to import that. If I just control space, then it automatically imports it, so it's in there already. Cool. Let's add those ion items. Done. That one. Ion item. Done. And now in here, I'm going to say ion label. No. Let's try that again. Ion label. And we're going to say username. Cool. And up here, we're going to say ion label. And we're going to say password. Great. Now, let's see if that looks cool. If we go back to Ionic app, username, great. And it says blah, 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 and blah, 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 blah. Now, if we looked at what this looked like on an iPhone X and we refresh, it looks mostly the same. You see the buttons a bit different and all that. Yeah, it's changed this button to go back home. Let's put it at the bottom. I'm just saying Alt down to do that on my selected stuff. I'm also going to change this type to password. So now, if I say that, we will have, how long have we been going for? We've been going for 30 minutes. That's crazy. So yeah, that's putting my main email address in there. Well, if you guys want to contact me, that's the way to contact me. Jeez, go away. Ugh. Now that I've said like the username and stuff, it's like automatically filling it in for me. That's like fine. So I could say Barry, and then password is going to be like all hidden now because it's a password field. So that's pretty cool. It's asking for all my little passwords for all my different like weird accounts for localhost things, which is probably like 1, 2, 3, 4. And if I go back home, log in, so cool. Like that just works, you know. So yeah, I guess we'll have a go back home, and we'll have like another button for logging in. So we'll make one here. It's not going to be a link, it's going to be like an on click, but we'll say login. And now the next step, well actually let's make the color for this one secondary, and then the color for the login here is going to be primary, which I think is the default. So now if we go back to our app, you see like there's the secondary color and there's the default color, and again these buttons look different on an iPhone X. Again, if I refresh here, they look smaller and weirder and stuff. I mean, there's probably like nicer ways to make buttons and things, but who cares? Wish it didn't autofill for me. I should like turn off my local host autofill stuff. So we're just gonna keep it like that for now. It's all good. I'm not gonna worry too much about making it pretty because yeah, you guys haven't come yet to see that, have you? So again, I can add an on click to this. Is it an on iron click though? No, it's just an on click. So on click, if I ran this, can say console.log login clicked, and with a happy explanation. I forgot my shift key. That would be useful. There we go. Again, pretty has made things pretty. And now, if I say click, there you can see on the side there it's login clicked. Quite tiny. You guys can't see like my full console. My bad. I'm sorry, guys. It's the way I've like moved my screen. You know, I can move my head around like that if I wanted to, but yeah, alas. So we've got that going. I guess theoretically we'd need a registration page. Well, let's call it sign up because I can't spell registration. No, I'm joking. I can, but well, I guess you'll never know now. So I'm going to say import React FC. I guess we're going to use the use callback and the use state from React, and we'll import the other ones as we go, I guess. So we'll say const sign up, great, FC. So this is mostly the same. I think we can add some extra little use cases in there. So we'll say const, we want the user to make a username and a set username. I'm just going to copy paste because I'm lazy. And we'll make a confirm password just to make sure they didn't screw up their password somehow. So const confirm password, set confirm password. There we go. Use state. It's all done like that. I'm going to delete this. We don't need this anymore. Let's copy these over because they're exactly the same. And then we're just going to say const on confirm. I guess I could just copy this password change and then be lazy. So I'm going to say on confirm password change, and then we're going to say set confirm password, and that's pretty much it actually. Finally, we need to return all our stuff. I think this is for the most part going to be the same. So let's copy paste, just like the copy pasta. And we're going to say export default sign up, because that's what we called this. That sign up is the name of this component here. And now I'm just going to go to all of these, control enter, control space enter, control space enter, control space enter. What that's doing is it's automatically getting these imported. So it's just, you see, like nice and Teddy sense, making my life easier. VS Code for the win, but I mean, I'm sure every other IDE does this as well, so that's fine. Am I done yet? No, I haven't imported my buttons. No, I'm done. Cool. So that's that. It works. Haven't used the confirm password yet. We're gonna say this is called sign up. Username, password, all good. Actually, I think we should put little colons there. So that means I must do it in the login app as well. I guess theoretically you could make some weird reusable stuff out of this, but you know, that's just sign up login pages. I mean, I'm probably gonna freaking like code split loading this in, so I guess if it was an app it wouldn't need to be code split. Okay, cool. Sign up page is also going to need another item for confirm password. So we'll say confirm password. There we go. On confirm password change, type is also password. Confirm password is the value. Now we want to have the on-click handler. I wonder if there's an Ion alert to just say you screwed up, you know. So let's do the on-click like handler there. Let's make another one, another use callback on login, or it's going to be on sign up click. Yeah, that's right. We'll use, which means I should change this to sign up. There we go. We can add another button saying login instead. And this will go to /login. Great. In the login page, we'll have a button that says sign up instead, which will go to sign up. We say sign up instead. Cool, simple. And the sign up page, I haven't set up the routing for it. So if we go back to app.tsx, you'll see we've got root for home and a root for login. We also need to have a root for sign up. So let me import the sign up page. So we say import sign up from /pages/sign up. All good. Great. And then we'll just make a root here, just like the others. Say path equals sign up. Sorry, /sign up. Great. Components is going to equal sign up. And it's going to be exact. Perfect. And now, theoretically, if I don't have this, let's comment this out for now. Let's just make sure our roots are working. So if we were just normally in our app, we'd have the login button there, and then there's a sign up instead button, which takes us to sign up. Login instead, go back home. Either one, they all go to like the right place. So that's awesome. So let's make a use callback for our on sign up click. So we say use callback. There's no events for clicking. I mean, there probably are, but like we're not going to use any of them. And then we'll run our code, and this event will be different if confirm password and thingy are different. Because let me just show you some use callback stuff. We're going to console.log confirm password and password. It automatically puts them in as dependencies, because if these weren't here, then this would just assume the password was whatever it was when the component first rendered. So this is saying that if these change, you need to recreate this function because this function relies on these values. And the nice thing about linting is it fills it in automatically for you. So my music device turned off. I want to listen to tunes. Let me make sure that's up and running. Sorry, I'm listening to music in the background. It's great. But it's broken now. Why did it stop working? Let me just see. Play some crazy brain power playlist. My Mac just died because I wasn't using it. Okay, cool. Anyways, on sign up click. So this will log our confirm password and password. If I go down here, I'm going to put it in here to say on sign up click. That makes it nice and pretty and smooth. So this is the callback function that we've created up here on sign up click. And basically, if I go into my app and I go log in and I say sign up instead, I'm going to say 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and I'm going to say 1, 2, 3, 4 in here. I'm going to say sign up, and there's our values. So that's working great. Let me see if there's some alert in here. That'd be cool. Let's look up for an alert. Ion alert. Because that would be like, you know, nice to use more native features to say, hey, you screwed up, you know. So an alert is a dialog that does stuff. How does it work? Tell me how it works. Usage, React, great. So I'm going to get an ion alert. And the alert is just there as it is. So you can say whether or not it's open or stuff. And you can set it to stop showing. So we only really need this and the message. Yeah, let's give that a shot. I'm going to say ion alert. Let's copy the whole thing for now. We'll just put it at the bottom of our page. Doesn't really matter where you put this. I'm going to import ion alert. And we're going to say, we're going to actually say alert text. And then say set alert text. Because then we can make it a string. And if the string is empty, then like we don't show the alert. But the alert's going to be showing if the string's length is bigger than like whatever. So we'll say is open if alert text length is bigger than 0. Oh my gosh, Siri's been listening to everything I said. I didn't ask you to do that. Why are you doing that? Okay, so I think I've got my tunes working again. This is great. Yeah, awesome. So, by the way, if you haven't liked the video yet, please give it a like. That'd be great. So this is going to show if the alert text length is bigger than 0. And on dismissed is going to set the alert text to an empty string. Great. So on did dismiss, it will just, you know, make it go away again. I don't need a custom class. I don't really need a header. I don't need a subheader. I'm just going to show the actual alert text. I don't think we need buttons either. I think there's just like a, we'll see. We might change our mind. So now what I'm going to say is on click, I'm going to say if confirm password is not the same as password, then we're going to set the alert text to passwords don't match. Oops, I should fix that. My bad. Passwords don't match. Great. So let's test it out. Let's see what it looks like on this app. So we say 1, 2, 3, 4, and then we'll say 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and we'll say sign up. It says passwords don't match, and then you can click away. I guess we could have an OK button there. Buttons, and we'll say OK. Cool. I don't know if there's like a specific way to handle like which button clicks and what you want to do with it, but I mean, I think let's give it a shot. So again, we'll say 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then we'll say 1, 2, 3, 4. We've got passwords don't match, and you hit OK, and it closes. Great, it works. sort of works. So we're gonna do a bunch of checks. We're gonna make sure the username's required. If username dot length equals 0, then we're gonna say set alert text to username required. I guess these are going to be a bunch of else ifs. We'll just run stuff, and then if it doesn't work, then we run that. Else if, I guess we'll first check if the password exists, and if the password exists, then you know the next thing will say it doesn't match, so we got that fine there as well. I'm being stupid. So let's say set alert text to password required. I should say passwords don't match. That's the problem. Okay, cool. We need to add username to our dependencies here. So got that there. And then else we will say console.log do sign up. There we go. That's all good. So now if we look at our app and we said Baza and 1, 2, 3, 4. If I said sign up now, it would say passwords don't match because they don't. And if I hid this away, then it would first see that the username is required, and it will do that. So that's cool. So we'll make Baza, I'll spell my name wrong, and then 1, 2, 3, 4. And there we say it says do sign up. If password was undefined, it would say password required. And then if it is entered, then it will say they don't match. So you see it goes through the list of rules. So it first checks, is the username exist? Yes. So next if, is password existing? Yes. Okay, next if, do they match? Yes. And if they're all those rules work out, or none of those rules fail, then it does the sign up thing over there. So clicking, wait, these need to match. 2, 3. So now, I forgot the 1, 2, 3, 4, and 1, 2, 3, 4. So now every time I click there, that number increments, which is great. All right. Oh, you can't see the amount of times that incrementing anyway. So yeah, that was that. I think we made some good progress. Let's go do the same thing on the login. Very simple. Well, I guess I'll do it from scratch really, because why not? So yeah, we'll say const on login click. It's going to equal use callback. And we'll run some code in here. Say dependencies, those will update automatically as I enter them. So if username dot length is equal to 0, then we're gonna we need to get that set alert text. Let's actually just go copy this from here. So we're gonna get our ion alert. Great. Copy the alert component, sticking it in there. We need to make the whole alert text and set alert text. So I'll do that myself here. Const alert text. So set alert text. So we use state. Great. Awesome. So that's working there, which is I don't know, I'm pretty happy with that. So now we're gonna say set alert text to username required. Idiot. No, I'm joking. It's not an idiot. Don't call your users idiots. They don't like it when you call them idiots. We're going to say password is required. Set alert text. And we say password required. Oh my gosh, this is so much easier than like doing React for the web. Yeah, sorry. I'm just like celebrating the simplicity of this all. Do login. Great. And if I save, it automatically puts my, oh, it even says only if the length changes. That's pretty useful. So theoretically in here, I only have to check this updating if the username.length changes, because I mean the length will always have to change for the character to change, so this doesn't really matter. But yeah, So now if I go, oh, I need to update VS Code. Sheesh, let's do that. Anyways, while that, oh my gosh, everything's gone black. That's updating. So let's go try and log in instead. Now we say Baza is my username, and we go 1 2 3 4 5, and we say login, and it says login clicked. That's great. Wait, that's not great because we forgot to say in login. That's login clicked. We forgot to add in on login click because it said say do login. Great. If I could English, that'd be awesome as well. So we are making progress. This is awesome. I mean, you could stick this on did dismiss into a use callback. Theoretically, we should. Let's do that. Just like const on dismiss equal use callback. Just for the sake of saying set alert text done and nothing else there. So I'll copy this because we're going to use it in sign up as well. And in here we'll say on did dismiss. It's on dismiss, sorry. So let's add that into the sign up page as well. It's just good to have this because again, like it means this only gets created once. It doesn't get like recreated after every like state change, you know. So it is like gonna improve your performance slightly. I don't think it'll be noticeable, but like when people don't use this callback stuff, I'm not too phased, but I still think it's a good practice to keep in to date. Let me restart Visual Studio Code because it is newly updated. Shouldn't break all my stuff, hopefully. We have to rerun our app and other stuff. What's new in version 1.48? Who cares? I don't actually care. So, right. That's starting up. We have a new app like busy getting up and going, so I'm going to close the other one. Close all these things. I don't need navigation. Ion alert was the last thing I did. Let's make it look like a phone again, just so that that's there. We'll say login. Now, again, oh my gosh. Let's try and say Baza and 1 2 3 4 5. We say login. And it said do login. So that worked as well, which is awesome. I think we have time to try and hook up Firebase. I mean, I'm single and alone, so it's like I have time to do anything, I guess. So let's go look at Firebase. Let's go set that up. We make it like a bigger screen. We go to my console, we'll make a new app, add a project. And we're going to say login app. Let's just call it login app. There we go. Continue. Yeah, sure. Let's enable Google Analytics for this project. And we'll make it my account. And we're creating this project. It's happening. It's going to happen. And I'm so excited. I have one viewer currently and it might just be me. But it's fine. It's fine. I can deal with this. So yeah, pretty amped to be doing this project. It's busy finishing up the Firebase app. Yeah, when I'm done with this, who knows? I could really make a full project out of this. Make some videos and things. Okay, my project's ready. So here we've been chucked into the app. I need to remember how this goes. So the whole Firebase stuff, oh my word. Why am I going through this? So authentication. Okay, we're going to set up a sign-in method. So firstly, we're just going to add an email and password. Maybe if we do another stream, we can add in the other stuff, but it's going to be more of a learning experience for me because I haven't really done that. So we're not going to enable email link passwords yet. Not planning to, but we'll enable this, which should be great. Just the normal email ones. Right, so email passwords added. Localhost domain is an authorized domain already, so that's great. Yeah, now I need to set up Firebase. Oh my word. So let's go to project settings. And we want to basically theoretically set up for web. Kevin, you're still here. That's great. I didn't realize that you're not The slash are still here. I mean, I guess again, we're just going to call this login app. Yeah, let's set up Firebase hosting. Why not, you know? So we're going to set up the stuff. I'm going to set up login first. So I'm going to make an account on here and then set up login. I guess because we're using email password login, we should go back to our app and change username to email. So we can call this email, say email required. What a process. I feel like, you know, okay, on username change, I can do like altogether email, and this is going to be email, this is going to be email. I haven't done it up here. Email. Make this email set. Yeah, I should have done the set emails there. On email change. Blah 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 blah. Okay, that's done. Now to do it over here. So hold Control D. That makes that easier. But I don't want to do it everywhere because it could like. It won't get the casing in. I wish it could like keep the case that it was, you know. Guess the username dots, I can say email. Email, all done. Email. Let me just control find username. Is there any username? Yeah, there's a username. Email. Email. There we go. There are no users in this file, and there are no users in this file. So that's good. Explore container never used. Well, fine. I'm going to delete that then. There we go. How do you feel about that? You know what? This is, OCD is killing me. Great. So, next up. Where was I? I was on Firebase. Okay. I need to get my Firebase SDK. That's not how I'm going to do it. I'm going to install Firebase tools. Let's open another thing here. npm install -g Firebase tools, just in case you haven't done that already. Yeah, that's right. I mean, I have done that before on this one, but like, yeah. Okay, so the next thing that we're gonna do, I don't know, guys. I don't know what I'm doing. Deploy Firebase hosting. Oh my word, we can deploy a whole app right now. You know what? Let's deploy our app because we can. Let's go back to this. Let's say Firebase login. I'm already logged in as me, so that's done. I'm going to say Firebase init, which stands for initiate or initialize. That's the one. You're about to initialize project for this directory. Yes. Deploy. What? Configure and deploy Firebase hosting sites. That's what I'm going to do. So yeah. Sorry guys, I'm really messing this up. I must select at least one. Let's try that again. Firebase init for initialize. Say yes. And we're going to set up hosting. I mean, I think we'll probably set up other stuff as well. But right now, I'm just going to set up hosting. Use existing project. Yes. Okay. Which one? I've got so many apps on here. So many apps. Which one did I create recently? This is called login app. Yes. You want to use, what do you want to use as my public directory? The public one. Yes. Configure as a single page app. Yes, because this is React. Overwrite. No, do not overwrite because it will break everything. You'll just have to rebuild basically. But don't overwrite. Like, so say no. Okay, it's initialized. It's complete. Now I think we just have to write Firebase deploy. What a tangent. I need to get back to actually like building the app. So it's busy setting itself up. Okay, cool. Hosting URL. So if I go to this app, yeah, I trust you, Firebase. It's broken. It's not working. That's not good. It failed, guys. Maybe I needed to run build. npm run build. And then I have to deploy it. I think you need to build your project first before you can deploy it. That would probably make sense. So let's give that a shot. It's created an optimized production build, which is cool. And soon we will have a built project, and then we can deploy that, because that would be great. I need to figure out how to set up the login to our app now. I can't remember exactly what, because I need to like initialize my Firebase app first, and then from there on, let's just, while that does its thing, it's again React Firebase login, because you know the tutorial guy has to figure out how to do this. Yeah, let's see what this blog post says. Okay, so we got the setup page. I need to add Firebase to the project. That would be great. So, oh, this is ready. Wait, okay. You can see that I have ADD. It's a superpower, guys. Wow, we've been live for an hour. It feels like we've been live forever. I'm impressed actually with what we've built now. Like, you know, we got like basic UI in there and like stuff. Okay, so let's see if this is working now. The Ionic app, if I refresh. Damn, it's not working, guys. Let's just look up React Ionic Firebase deployment not working, because that's exactly what we're experiencing right now. Create user with email and password. What are you saying, Kevin? Why are you telling me that? Oh, you're saying that's the Firebase command to use. Yes, I get you now. Sorry for calling you stupid. Create React app, and the Ionic CLI provides this already. That's great. There's a call to a service worker unregister the base as an opt-in feature, so it must be enabled. To enable call service worker register. Okay, that would make sense. That's in here. So we're going to say service worker.register instead of unregister. That might do something. Let's just run npm run build so it's, in case that was the only step. Back to this. I'm busy dying. Oh my gosh. I think I have, no, I can't say that word. I think it's just basically me being lazy. Once this package has been added, I have to run Ionic build. Okay. Let's see. So that's an issue. Ooh. I need to use the build directory. This doesn't do anything, I think. Okay, so I need to deploy the build directory. That would make sense. Let me see. Does this package.json run? I guess Ionic serve and React start. Okay, so the problem was I'm going to rerun my Firebase init. Keep in mind you're initializing in an existing Firebase project directory. I am ready to proceed. I'm going to set up hosting again. Do you want to run, what do you want to use as your public directory? It's going to be build, guys. Rewrite all URLs, yes, no. Don't overwrite my build index. Now let's try Firebase deploy. This should hopefully work. This shouldn't take too long. I think the build usually takes longer, and that's done, so. Okay, let's go see if the magic worked. Going to our login app over here and we refresh. Hey, it works. It works, guys. It actually works. That's some troubleshooting for you guys there. So this is on a live website now. You guys can even go to this URL and you can like see it working. But that's not why we're here. Back to figuring out the config. So we have to add Firebase to our project. So let's go npm install Firebase, and that will do its thing and install the node modules for that. And then why using React Firebase auth? We don't need to use that. Oh, we do need to use that, I think, because we need to get that. Okay, I trust you. Let's copy paste this. It's still busy. Right, one of the other things is to set up our config, which we will get just now. So import Firebase and Firebase auth. As long as it's above other auth providers. So I'm going to stick this straight into our index folder, because like, why not, you know? So I'm going to import Firebase from Firebase/app. Great. And then we're going to import, I think we just import Firebase-auth like that, yeah. Firebase/auth. I don't think we need that other thing, to be honest. I don't think we need the whole React, this. We don't need this. I'm not going to install it until I need it later. So the Firebase auth component, auth provider, where does that come from? Oh, that's what we need the other thing for. Yeah, let's use this tutorial. Why not, you know? It looks like it's pretty nah, you know what? I changed my mind. I don't want to use this. I don't like this React Firebase thingy. I just want to use my own solution because we're better than that, guys. Create React app, done that. Also done with that. Okay, here's my Firebase config. Okay, cool. So we need to set up our Firebase config, and then we have to say firebase.initiateApp. So right over here, before we render anything, we're going to say firebase.initiateApp, initialize app, and then we're going to put the config object in here. So get our API key and all that stuff, chuck it in here. You could put this in environment variables, but I'm lazy. I'm not going to bother with that. So the API key, where did I get this from? I need to go back to my Firebase. SDK. I think I can get this from settings / project settings. It should be here actually. Config. There we go. So I'm just going to copy paste this. There we go. I'm copy pasting my config into there, and I've got it all. It's done. It's finished. I'm initialized. I don't actually need this anymore, so let's delete that. Okay, so if I look back in here, let's say const auth is going to equal Firebase auth. So we like making an auth instance here. And that's how that will work. So we're gonna export const auth from like the root of our app, just like that, because that's how this is set up. And we're gonna use this auth, which is the existing firebase.auth instance. You can't say like import Firebase and then say firebase.auth, because it will create like a new instance every time. That's why you have to export a copy of, well, export the actual existing instance. That's how this works. So yeah, that's done. So I'm not going to use any of the Firestore stuff right now, because we're just going to do login, signing in and signing out. So we're not going to do password reset today, don't have time, but we could maybe do that another day. I would be down for that. Let me know if you guys are keen, basically. Like, shout out in the chat or leave it in the comments if you're keen to see that, and then we can make another video on that. I think for this one, I'm just going to do the sign in and sign out, and then the sign up. Yeah, we'll make like a profile page another time as well if you guys are interested. Yeah, there's the router stuff we can do as well, but let's not worry about that. So let's just look for those. Sign in with email and password. Pretty straightforward. What is this? What's the point? Where's the Firebase commands? I think I could just say auth. Okay. Yeah. So in our actual login component, we're gonna import auth from and this is gonna be like from the // index, which is just // So we've got it like there, which is awesome. Thanks for your comment, Kevin. I appreciate it. And then we're gonna say auth dot. There's a bunch of things. So create users for the sign up, but we're gonna say sign in with email and password. We're gonna try and add a bunch of sign-in methods as well. We can do that too, but we won't do that today because I have a life. No, I'm joking. That's totally a joke. So this just takes two parameters, email and password. Thank you for IntelliSense. So we're gonna say email and password, and then we're done. We're all finished. All right, now we can't have it based off the length. It's got to be off the actual value. So yeah, I think we can say .then. Yep, .then. Then I guess we'll say in here it worked. No, we could do a history.push. History.push to /home, and we'll log. Sweet, it's for password reset. Thanks, Kevin. We're gonna say console.log. It actually worked. I'm so happy. Does this .then have anything that comes out of it? I guess it comes with the user credential. So we'll say like, we'll call this response, and then we'll log the response in here as well, like just the actual object as it is. For history, I need to import use history from React DOM. No, it's from React Router DOM. That'd be bad if I didn't say that. And now we're gonna say const history equals use history. So that's one other way of routing, which is great. It's what I usually use for this router link. You just make an on-click handler for that, but the router link is easier. So what's going to happen is if we successfully sign in as me, then we will print it actually worked, print the response, and then push myself to home to say they're like logged in. There's a bunch of other stuff you can do around that, but like, let's get this working first, and then we're going to get to a point where we automatically boot the person away from the home screen if they're not logged in. We can do something like that, which maybe we should do now, actually. Yeah, let's do it now so that when we try to go home, it pushes us to the login screen. So in here, we're going to have a use effect. So what happens with a use effect is like a function runs inside the use effect on the component mounting. Like, so it just runs immediately. I think I'm about to sneeze. Give me a second. That's what my sneezes sound like. So yeah, let us try and use our use effect. What I'm gonna need is that auth object. So I'm gonna import auth, which is also gonna come from .. slash. So it comes from slash index, but you don't have to say index. So yeah. And now we're gonna say auth dot is. No. How do I get whether the user is, I guess I'll start with get. I'm gonna run through the whole thing and just check. Current user, that's a good one. So we're gonna say if there's no current user, then we're going to say history.push, not push date, just push to slash login. So they're always going to be like thrown to the login screen if they're not logged in. And obviously I need to get the history object, so we're going to say const history equals use history, which is imported from React Router. I guess if it's automatically imported from React Router, then over here I'm going to say from React Router as well. Great. This has to be a rerun of history changes. It's fine, doesn't really matter. Yeah, so this value automatically changes whenever, so yeah. I think there might be an if auth dot loading. No, is loading. No. Oh, let's just hope this works. Okay, so oh, and let's, you know, while we're at it, we'll just say else console.log auth.current user. There we go. So it will log the current user in the console if like, you know, they exist and stuff. What's wrong with you? Yeah, you're working fine. Okay, cool. So theoretically now, if we look at our app, we haven't set up the user stuff yet, but if we go into our app, if we try to go to the, okay, not this app, we need to go to the localhost. If I try to go to the /home, it pushes me to login. So it like immediately like just says, nope, go to login, you know, because there's no current user. So in the Firebase app side of things, I'm going to go create a user, because how am I supposed to log in if I don't have a user? I'm not going to make it through the app yet. I want to just like show you like this is how things work. So we're going to add a user. His email is going to be barrydoyle18@gmail.com, because that's my email address. Barry. Password shouldn't be Barry. I'll make it 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I don't know. Used to like writing Barry. There we go. Ugh! Must be at least 6 characters. That means before I even make this, I'm going to go to my login side. Or I'm going to do it in the sign up side of things. Because login, I'll just say the password's wrong or whatever. So else if password dot length is less than 6, then say set alert text to password too short. There we go. That's another little trick. Okay, so I've made my password 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, added user. Great. So now, without changing my app, I should be able to log in. And let's just make sure it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And we say login. It worked. It worked and it logged me in and it said, hey, this is your current user. Now I should actually do another thing on the login side and the sign up page. So the login and sign up, they need to have a use effect as well. And we need to say if auth, if there is a current user, then did I get auth? Yeah, I got auth from there. If there is a current user, then I want to say history.push them to home. So you shouldn't be able to be on the login page if you're already logged in. So on the home side, I need to make a log out button as well. But yeah, I just need to make this. And this is same thing as on login and sign up. So sign up will also have the same thing because you can't sign up while you're already logged in. I just need to import auth from that. Yep, that's good. And history, I have to say const history equals use history. So we'll say const history dot, no, not dot, use history, which comes from React router. We fix these imports, put it at the top. There we go. And we say history in here, and I also need to get use effect from React. Great. So login and sign up will push you away now if you're logged in. So now if I'm logged in, no, I'm not logged in. If I say login, it says my email's required. What? Great. I'm gonna say login. It logs me in. If I try go to the login page now, it will push me back to. It doesn't save my session storage. Right. Okay, wait. I can still test this. So now if I try go to login from here, why is it not working? That's weird. Maybe I have to make sure that when auth changes as well. So if there is a current user, why is this happening to me? So let's just refresh my page. Go back home. So the user is currently logged in. Like they are. If I try to go back home, what's wrong with my routing? I'm just trying to think. So the way this works, guys, is this isn't like a web app. Like, you know, the components are already mounted. So I do have to say, like, if location changes. I'm gonna say const location equals use location. And I need to make sure that when the location changes, this works. Okay. And we got to do it with sign up as well. And we need to do it with home. Sorry, use location comes from the React router DOM package as well. So if I just add it to use location like that. Cool, we're good to go. Let's hope this works. My brain is starting to break. Been going for an hour and a half almost. Hour and 23 minutes. What is wrong with you? Maybe it would help if I... No, use locations, right? They're all right. They're working fine. The sign up page. What's wrong with the sign up page? Use location worked. Location, use location. Okay, it works fine now. I don't know why it didn't work. Okay. So on the home page, what? Oh no, guys. We broke it. Broke it. It keeps trying to change. It keeps going back and forth. Yeah, guys. I'm lost. I'm confused. I need to think this through. So... I'm gonna try and Google there's some specific things I want to Google for this because use effect on Ionic pages, page changes. What does this guy say about use effect? Okay, that's fine. Because the problem that's happening that you don't experience in regular React apps is like the home page mounts, and then when you navigate to another page, the home page doesn't unmount. It stays mounted, but it's like, you know, just off to the side. So that's like the main problem that we're getting right now. This is not helpful. This is not a helpful post. Be better. Right. This is a problem, guys. This is certainly a problem. If only my brain worked better. That would be great. That would really, really be great. So it's not fun. It's not getting me anyway. Routing and rendering. Yes, this is the problem with off-screen renders. That's the thing. Oh my gosh, this is like an essay. I give up. I'm using the same visibility tracking that only has place for individual text. Ionic React track route changes. Okay. Listen for route change with Ionic. Yes. Yes. Okay, I think I was right with the whole locate. What am I doing? The use location hooks is correct. I just did some bad logic somewhere. So let's add them all back in, and then think of this properly. So on the home page, if there's no current user, okay, this happens because there is no current user, and then the user gets loaded. So I'm wondering if there is an auth dot, because I think there's like a thing where, like, basically if you look at it, the user's undefined for a bit and then he's defined, and then because he gets defined later, there's all this weird little stuff that goes on. So if we just don't push it, like, let's leave that out for now, and we just say console.log auth.current user, we should see like multiple things in our app. So I'm going to say auth.current user on the home page. Okay, I'm not sure why this whole thing is bugging out. I think my app might also be bugging out because there's that redirect on the /home that's being a bit weird. So there's no user now. Great. Now it's bugging out like crazy because there is a user. Wow, guys, this is a mess. Why is this happening to me? Okay. That is a strange one. Let's refresh the app. Let's say /home, not /home rare, just /home. Okay, this is weird because I've told it to stop doing this. Maybe I should just restart my app. My whole app is broken, guys. I am disappointed with myself right now. I'm sorry for putting you guys through this. I genuinely am. Okay, cool. So my user's null. They're like straight up null. Okay. If I refresh, they're still null. But when I go to log in, they're automatically logged in suddenly. That makes no sense. Let's go back. Okay, so over here, current user is null. As soon as I mount the login page, it does some weird stuff. It's very strange. Okay, so again, here's our page. It's null there. Okay, the moment I clicked login, the user existed. Like there was suddenly a current user. Which is strange. Like, because why didn't they exist initially? Maybe I should be using some weird auth wrapper thing. Sorry guys, this is me being very broken and weird. I guess auth handler React. Okay, so it's done his setup. It's got all this. It's done that stuff. I've done this stuff too. Signing in, signing out, signing up, blah, 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 blah. Done that, done that, done that, done that. Okay, const user equals null. If user exists, he's showing the profile page. Otherwise, he's showing, you know, the sign in routes and sign up and all that stuff. It's an interesting way of doing things. I actually really like that. So let's try that, because that's much better than the weird jokey stuff that I'm trying to build. So here we're going to say return, and we're going to render home if the user's logged in. Like we're going to render the home page. Like, so we're just going to say const user equals null. Great. And then the way that they've got it here is they say, okay, if user exists, we're going to render /home. Otherwise, we're going to render the whole router. And then there's going to be no home router here. And then login is basically going to be like the path down there. So there's going to be no login path. It's going to be like, you know, as is. Oh, sorry, I don't need this part. So the way this works, again, if I close all of this, is like, basically if the user exists, then we show home. If they don't exist, we show this router. Hopefully that will work. So theoretically now in our app, okay, it's gonna break because we need to get rid of these use effects. Don't need this or this or this, because we don't need the effect anymore, because the moment the user changes, it will re-render the whole thing. So much better. Oh, thank heavens to this guy. At least there's somebody that knows what they're doing. Don't trust like freaking Barry to teach you anything. He won't. We're going to use this just now though. So I'm going to leave history there. I'm just going to comment it out for now. Use effects not necessary. Okay. So I was just thinking, while we're here, let's just do .catches in here. .catch, there's going to be an error. I'm going to say, oh, flip, I don't know what the error is. I think you can just say error.message maybe, but we're going to say set alert text to error.message. Maybe that works, maybe that bugs out. I just want to do that on the login here, and then we'll, like, so we can at least see an error message pop up and say it's a Firebase thing. Okay, where was I? Oh, if I could focus. Okay, right, so we're back here. There's no login page, obviously. So if I go to the slash here, it's going to show me login. If I try go to home, there's going to be a no dot back home anywhere. Like, there's no going back to home. And in sign up, we're also going to have no going back to home, because you can't go back to home if you're not logged in. We're going to say that there's no, like, you know, there's only an authenticated version. You can't, like, not have an account. That's the process that we're going for here. I guess there's multiple ways to do this, but this is, like, you know, a nice thing to do. Okay, so wow, I'm exhausted. I need to end this soon. The next thing that we're going to do is, yeah, we can only sign up or log in. So, sorry, this login page, it can't go here. It has to go to slash. I'm just fixing all the stuff to make sure it's actually, like, working and things. Okay, cool. I can sign up instead. I can log in instead. That's my buttons. Let's try a login. Okay, it's not going to do anything now. Let's go look at how this guy handles it. So he's got your sign in stuff. Okay, you got your component. So you sign up stuff. So he's built the whole sign up already. He's got the profile page. Now, where does he change the, okay, he does the password reset page. Wow, he really does a bunch. Okay, so he's going to create, passing down the current user with the context API. So he's going to use React Context for this. We're definitely going to have a second stream for this stuff. I'm going to use this guy's methods. So he's going to make a user context. I think we could just go do this in our index file as well. So he has to make the user context. It's a piece of state in the user provider called user. A piece of state will later be passed down to the current components. On all state changed. Oh, there's an on all state changed. That's a good one. Okay. So he makes his user context and then he makes his user provider. We're going to make a hook version of this. Again, I'm just going to do it all up in here. So I know it's getting a bit much, but, like, we're lazy. So in here, I'm going to get create context. So down here, we're going to say const user context going to equal create context. I don't need create from domain. What the heck is that? Let's say user, and the default value for user is going to be null. Actually, let's just think this out. Nah, why would I do that? I just need to say null. I'm going to make my context null. Like, I'm going to get user straight. Wait. Okay, I guess there is a space for fetching users. Wow. Yeah, for now, I'm going to do what I'm doing now. So we're going to use use effect here instead of component did mount, but we will be using this code, sort of. We're going to have a state for user. Okay. So we need to make our provider. We'll say user provider equals, this is like a React component, so we've got the whole thing, you know. This guy wasn't using TypeScript, so he hasn't, like, catered for that stuff. But we are using TypeScript and we're using hooks, so we will cater for that. So with this, we will have a use effect for the component did mount, and we'll have a use state for the state, obviously. We say const user and set user is equal use state. Default value will be null. Then we say use effect. We'll run some code in there. Not sure what yet. And then we'll say user context dot provider slash user context dot provider. Oh, I'm returning it, sorry. And then there'll be children in here. So this will have children. Great. The value of this is going to be user. And that code that I copied earlier is the wrong code. This code I'm going to copy this. So you have auth dot on auth state change, then we'll have the user auth. I'm just going to, no, I can't call it user. So we're going to say set user to user auth. Great. What's wrong with this? Top user or null. So we're going to say it's going to be user or null. There we go. So user can either be user or it can be null. This user needs to come from Firebase, which now I've imported from firebase.app. Okay, with the value, I also need to say up here, it needs to be user or null, because otherwise the value is not recognized. Great. I think that's it. If I save it, it does that. Okay, now we're going to wrap it in our user provider. Again, weird stuff. There we go. So we have a user provider. This means that I can, in my app, I can say user equals use context user context, I think. Yes, I can. I just need to, over here, export user context, sorry, in the app over here. Oh, I'm being weird. I wish I could explain what I'm doing better. I'm like pretty terrible at this stuff. How have I gotten so bad at explaining things? So user context is going to come from dot slash, or just dot slash import user context from dot slash, because that stands for dot slash index. That should work. So now, I hope this works. In our app, we have localhost. It broke. Cannot read location of undefined. Where am I getting dot location from? Search in here, find dot location. What? Oh my word. How did this happen? Return use context dot location. I'm not doing that anyway. Is it my use effect? Yeah, it looks like it. Maybe I'm trying to get location and I'm not actually using it. Don't need any of this stuff actually. The homepage will just work. Okay, I deleted those stuff. So would this help? Yes. Okay, cool. So I'm logged in and the user actually exists. If I try to go to log in, it will log me back to home, which is great. Like you can't go to the login. So I should actually not even have a login button. It should be a sign out button. Home or wait, progress. So we're going to say sign out. We'll say, so I can actually get the user. We can say const user equals use context, and then we say user context, which we import from dot slash. We're not using auth anymore. Oh my word, I'm so happy. And over here we can just say ion text or title, say welcome user dot email. How's it? Thanks for joining. We're not going to be on much longer. We'll be on for like another 15 minutes, I think, and then we got to go. So you missed out quite a lot, but this will be watchable for you if you join whenever. Okay, cool. So next steps, what I'm thinking is, well, I need to test this first. So let's see if our welcome works. So we have welcome Barry Doyle thingy. Okay, I shouldn't use a title. I should just use Ion text. Maybe I should do the whole list thing. Ion list. And then we'll have 2 items. We'll have an Ion item for the text and an Ion item for the button. Now we can put them in the same thing. Let's import Ion list and import Ion text, and we're done. Okay. There we go. It says welcome, and then there's a sign up button which does nothing. Alright, it tries to go to login, which is not right. I don't need any of this stuff, so I'm going to get rid of it. So I'm going to say, I'm going to make a on click, const on sign out click, which is going to be a callback because I've explained already what callbacks do. Yeah, you can ask me something. That's fine. I'll try and answer. There's a 40-second delay, so like if I take a while to answer, that's why. But I'll try and answer your questions if you have any. Yeah. So I am gonna need auth from here because I need to say on the click I want to say auth dot sign out. There we go. I'm sure I could do more. I can implement like sign out loading and stuff, but I'm not going to bother with that right now. So this on click, we'll just go run on sign out click. Yeah, you know what? Let's set an is loading. Const is signing out. Set is signing out. I'm going to say use state to be false initially. And we'll just make this button disabled if it's busy signing out. Is signing out, and then if it is signing out, we'll say is signing out. We'll say ing signing out. Otherwise, it's just empty string. My little text hacks, and then over here we'll go and set is signing out to true, and then if there's an issue, catch error, then we'll just, oh my gosh, Siri, shut up. Sorry, Siri is speaking in my ears. If there's an error, we'll console.log. I'm just thinking. Yeah, I'm just going to console.log error because I'm not going to bother right now. And then if there is an error, I'm going to set the whole is signing out. Oops. Set is signing out to false, just in case there's an issue. Cool. So that's that. Let's see if our sign out works. So it's saying welcome to me. I click sign out. Oh, this hasn't updated. Why didn't it update? My hot reloading is not working, which has been the cause of a lot of my issues. Okay, I did click sign out and it worked. Let's try log in. Okay, this is my emails required. This auto fill-in is not working very well. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 is my password. I'm logging in. Okay, automatically takes me here, which is perfect. And then we say sign out. It just goes /home. Why does it go to /home? Trying to think what happens. Is my sign out working? If I go here, yeah, it does go there. Okay, I'm just trying to figure out, like, do some weird troubleshooting now quickly. I'm still waiting for that question, by the way. Why am I not being asked? Or are you still typing it? Okay. It's because I'm at /home. I shouldn't be at /home. That's been the problem. So when I logged in, it took me to /home, which was not necessary. I'm just going to say it actually worked. Oh, I don't even have to say it actually worked. I'm just going to dot catch it, you know, if there was a problem. Which means we don't use history. Do we use history at all now? No, we don't. So we can get rid of that. I'm cleaning things up. I love deleting code. It's so satisfying. Cool. I guess technically the sign up won't use it either. I haven't set up my sign up yet. But yeah, there's no use history in here either anymore because we implemented that other cute little hack over here where we said if there's a user, show this, otherwise show the sign-in routes, which is excellent. I freaking love it. It's so cool. Right. So, what was I going to do? Okay, let's test our sign up or sign out. Sign out takes me back to, shouldn't take me there, it should take me to normal logo. Okay, cool. So here we're at login. I guess the reason this doesn't work is I should do this. This is gonna like hard fix my problems. Is we'll have the whole the component for home is going to be that. So we'll have like two completely different routers based off of who's signed in, which is I think that's the right way to do things. Yeah, and this exact path, and then we'll have the redirect to just go to /home if this doesn't match. So that's great. Maybe I should make this alphabetical so I can feel more important, but I'm not going to do it there because I'm actually quite lazy. Right, okay, so 1 2 3 4 5 6, log in, takes me home. If I sign up, takes me back out here. Great. 1 2 3 4 5 6, log in, takes me there. If I go to /home now, it will just take me straight back to, why are you not working? Let me do that for these as well. So when I do the whole thing, it like Firebase doesn't remember that I'm logged in. I think I need to do some weird stuff there. Yeah, there we go. Where it says emails required. We're so close to the 2-hour mark, which is like, you know, the time to give up on things. It's just taking its time. I should add some like is logging in like text, you know. Okay, there, it recognizes me as logged in. If I said /home now, it takes me there. Why does it take me there? Because I guess I'm not logged in. If I refreshed. This is slightly disappointing. I think this happens because there's like a moment where the user's not like logged in, you know. Although this should trigger. I'm sorry. So this whole on all state changed should set the user to user.auth. Should really update there. It's weird. Yeah, let's console.log the user just so we know. But I think I'm gonna leave soon. Yes, you can ask me stuff. Raising your hand is like you need to actually ask me something. Oh my word. Like type out the question and I'll answer it. Maybe. At this rate not, because you're taking too long to type out the question. Great. So I've logged my user there. It was null, and then they signed me in properly. I went to /hello. User's null, and then there is a user. That's so weird because when the user's there, it shouldn't display this anymore. I'm a bit confused. I'm a bit confused now, guys. I'm sorry. Probably going to call it a night. It's quite late here where I'm at. So we've got that. At least we know this. There's some buggy stuff here that we need to figure out, but we'll figure it out in another stream. I'm going to quickly set up the sign up because that's quite easy if we've done login already. So we've got this whole login auth.sign-in with email and password. Great. So let's sign up. It's pretty simple. It's similar. So you say auth, which I need to import, dot sign up. Could be wrong. Create user with email and password. That's the right thing. So it just takes again the email and the password. And then we're gonna do a .catch if it didn't work, say error, and then we'll set alert text to the error.message. But once the user is created, they automatically get signed in, so that will change the whole routing thing. So yeah, you know, we're like good to go. There we go. Updated the typing. Okay, so let's test if sign up works. Okay, let's sign out. I'm gonna try and I need to go to sign up. So I'm gonna try with my brother's email address because why not? And we say 1 2 3 4 5 6 1 2 3 4 5. Let's pretend it's not working. So we try sign up. Passwords don't match. We add the .6. Oh, sorry, 1 2 3 4 5 6. The stuff would work a lot better now, like if I wasn't in the mobile view, you know. But yeah, I'm showing the mobile view. Sign up, it worked. And now if we go look at our Firebase app, if I refresh this, I guess I could just hit the reload button there. We'll see our users include this, you know. And I did implement a sign up button. Cool, goes there. This is a little bit buggy. I need to figure it out, and I'll try figure it out when I'm like less confused with life. Because yeah, right now it's not too happy with how this authentication vibe is going. I need to kind of learn about the little nuances with whole rendering and de-rendering, like React stuff. But yeah, we'll figure it out. We'll figure it out. So yeah, I can sign up with me and then 1 2 3 4 5 6 log in, and it goes there. So that's great. I think I need to find a nicer way to handle like switching between routes and checking that out. I think we'll do that first thing next stream, which will probably be tomorrow night, South African time, so it's night time, around about the same time tomorrow, I think. And yeah, maybe we can even try and implement like forgotten password and stuff like that, if we can figure out this routing issue quicker, and we can set up like creating a profile for a user and stuff like that. That would be pretty cool. Then at least, you know, you have this whole like, you know, we created a user kind of vibe, which will be pretty cool, I think. Yeah, so that's, I think we're gonna make that for the stream. Hope you guys enjoyed. Please tell me, is it obvious to use Firebase to store data? No, it's not. Not at all. I'm going to type that answer. You can use what you want. Whatever DB solutions are out there. So yeah, you don't have to use Firebase. I just like Firebase. Firebase for its simplicity. Yeah, Firebase is nice and simple, which is great. Thank you so much for watching, guys. If you haven't given the video a like, please like, and if you're not subscribed, please subscribe. Yeah, we'll do this again soon. It was really fun. I enjoyed it, and I felt like really, you know, just like connected, which was great. But yeah, we'll chat to you guys soon. All the best, guys. Thanks for watching, and good night or good morning or whatever. Cheers.